Hmm?
From playing yr5?
Yep. That's why you won't play it again? Because you got out of the tutorial, didn't you?
And it took a while for me to understand, like, to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was not that easy.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we out. Pass the ball.
You know they don't pass the rock when I ain't playing.
Bro.
I already got Vince Young in the league, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, don't need them. Everyone maxed out. No, I don't want that.
Told my dad, because I called that gym guy today,
Mm-hmm.
and I told my dad how we call him twice, like between you and I, and he didn't answer. And my dad said sometimes he can be intense. I'm like, well, I don't really do business with people who act like that, so.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do give him a reason to act like that.
Yeah.
Cussing these dumbass niggas out.
It's in the 26 class. Arch Manning. Yeah, we gonna do this one.
Where'd that go?
On my bum.
Oh, okay.
You need to some on your finger too,
I know I need to use that. Jesus, what is this? Of course, the $14.95 one is the wrong one.
huh? Of course. How you know it's the wrong one though?
Oh, for the net.
Oh, the net. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the other ones. This looks like our phone.
Dang.
Well,
24. I feel like I can get. I should have just looked and see if they had nets at dollar store.
let me see if I can. I like the net idea so something doesn't fall out of the trunk. Like that's what will be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to find a cheaper version.
Peyton Manning, Tequila Spikes. Oh, I like this one. Pleasure.
Nice.
It's only one running back in the whole class. Oh, this is round one.
Come
Let me do
on.
round runs.
Get it. Oh my God. These dudes are so ass.
For $13.95.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he dribbling through that.
Babe, give him his bottle.
Yeah, take over. Can't shoot free throws. Yo, come on, bye. Oh my God, this dude is.
Today,
Dunked on them niggas.
from Mercedes-Benz
That
Stadium
been
in
happening all
Atlanta,
game.
Georgia. It's week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
What the hell is that? These dudes are so long. I don't even know how this game is closed.
That's like a whole net. That's cool looking, but will stay up though.
He missed the dunk. Let's go.
It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Yo, facts.
They're not good at all.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you
Let's go,
talked about
Brandon.
storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
Way to cut.
your team's not going to benefit
He's
at all.
cut corner.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here.
Don't
So
compare me to no
the
bots.
25.
The hell?
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
Oh yeah, for in your case, I guess.
The leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal call.
Yeah, for him.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of
I like the
flinging it around and letting
universal
receivers
work
get into
stuff.
the end zone.
Also, it can go. I like this because I was thinking we need something to hold the what's the name down. The oh, it says GMC on this too. What's it called, babe? The car seat, stroller, yeah, stroller.
Come on, big man, find that shot.
Oh my god, that's cool.
And turned into the one I was looking at. Did you see that one?
Oh, boy,
Yeah.
man, shake that.
Yeah, I like this.
Pick and roll.
Maybe that could be the one we get, but you could keep looking. The best deal. You might as well get the best deal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's good for a pickup of 10
We're up on 5
yards.
people.
And that'll make it second and a
That's
foot or
weird.
so.
Amazon's weird with that. Oh, excuse me.
He'll look to throw.
Bot with the putback.
Set up the screen to Barkley.
Legal box in the back.
Side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hold on.
Oh my God,
so a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ever since Bryce Young beat y'all, he been snapping in my league.
They'll drop to throw.
Actually, I guess he beat us. He beat me first. Bryce Young beat me, and then he beat you in the playoffs.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude.
What's that for?
Like for bags or something.
Oh, that can be convenient. For real, for real.
I think you want more.
You want me to go make two?
Mm-hmm. He kept sucking up really quick.
How much are they though?
Only 4.
Oh, that's a good price.
I just don't know if we need them.
What the fuck? Sus. How did he block that? That's so weird. Get the rebound, man. Bro, pass the ball. He gonna go up. I missed. Give me that. No!
God, stage 31.
All these save animations that want to work on 2K now.
Oh shoot. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Not being able to breathe. I wonder about something like suffocation.
From the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to look.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
That's so cool. That
does
look like a that's a regular bag of them.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football.
Clutches out, bro.
We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing.
I'm gonna pull that. If I had one more second.
This big dude?
They're looking for him because they have multiple like ring cameras, it look like video cameras. he showed them two walking together, so they did follow each other.
Let's go. Knock out a replacement. Good defense.
Oh, they got a video and everything.
Huh?
Why is he
They
getting
got
the
a video and
ball?
everything.
Thank you, foul him. Who was giving him the rock? Two people. Oh my God, this dude's an idiot.
Just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
I gotta beat Saquon Barkley again. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
He fouled out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just tall and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays.
So how they find her on multiple ring cameras if nobody knew what she looked like? They put a picture out there or something?
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 5 catches, 52 yards.
Oh,
leading the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Not that quick. Not that quick.
Here's 2nd and 8. Turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big
gain, still a ways to go, though. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, it looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will.
I'll just use the regular one.
They didn't get the touchdown, but
until I want to get some.
serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us.
Just shoot free throws for shit. Yo, he pushed off and breaded that. Oh my lord.
Need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Oh my gosh, they got the field that quick. Where's the blocker at?
Micah Parsons in there to get it. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
It feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter.
What's the score?
That means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubtly believe you'll do it a second time.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a...
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and 2, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle.
Let's
I
go.
like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To Barkley on the check down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. K.J. Hamler well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Fights off the defender. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
2nd and 13. pressure. They got him again. Ernest Jones in there to drop him in sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he gets it down to the 32. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Like can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. He juked him. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw again. Completes it to Powell. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Miami, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.